step, and then Kung Fu Golf Chamber 24 Club Lag. As we remind everyone in every video, these videos are short to the point, and you may not move on to the next chamber or chapter in the Kung Fu Golf manual until you have mastered this chamber. And this chamber could take a long time to master. Putting club lag into your swing, if you don't have enough, look, you don't have to have tremendous amounts of lag. You're not going to be a professional like Sergio Garcia. But you want club lag, or your power will always suffer. This could take months. It's worth the time and effort to spend in this chamber to make sure you have enough lag. Basically, what is lag? Lag is similar to what we've talked about in other chambers. It's getting into the top of your backswing, moving the weight forward, having the hips rotate towards the hole, and creating that angle, that nunchuck angle. So at the very last second, the hands are whipped through into the ball. It's coming into the ball with the head much higher than the hands. This is a little bit of lag. This is a professional level of lag. This is a ridiculous level of lag that almost no one can achieve. You couldn't, at that point, you couldn't get it through in time. But most amateurs kill their own power because they come into the ball with this kind of a lag. Now, let's demonstrate that lag creates power. If I hit my opponent with this board, which basically is moving along the same line as my arm, it certainly will hurt, but it will not create as much damage as if I come into my opponent with the arm and then a whip of the object or a lag in my weapon, which can be best demonstrated through the classic nunchaku. Nunchuck, two poles separated by a string or a chain or something in the middle that allows the bottom piece to whip through much faster than if it was all one and connected. The fact that the secondary piece can whip through creates up to 10 times as additional force, speed, and power. And that is what you must do in your own golf swing. So, if you're Steve Stricker and you're 6'3", he doesn't create much lag at all, but he doesn't have to. He's a big guy. He has enough club head speed. He's coming into the ball like this. If you're a little guy like Sergio Garcia and you want to keep up with these beasts like Bubba Watson and Tiger Woods, you have to come into the ball with a tremendous angle. Now, how do you get lag now that you understand it and if you want it in your game? Well, you can't get it directly. It's a paradox. Money, can you get money directly? No, you must get it through other things. You must get it by marrying rich, working hard, winning the lottery, robbing the bank. Money comes through other things. Same with club lag. The primary way you create club lag is a culmination of all the other chambers and principles that we've spent time on. The more you can delay your hands with late hitting, the more you can put your arms to sleep and have the weight come forward first, and then have the hips shift towards the hole, and have the chest open up and rotate. The more you can do these things while not swinging and putting your arms to sleep, it naturally creates lag, that angle. That all coveted angle that can add 30 to 40 yards, even on a 5-iron, versus swinging down too early before I've fully shifted my weight. So that is the primary reason you create lag. By doing everything else in every other chamber perfectly, the more you do the other chambers properly or perfectly, the more you will naturally create lag. So it acts as instant feedback. It is when you videotape your swing and you see you're coming into the ball from the inside with a great angle and your hands are leading and you finish like this instead of all curled up, you know you're delivering the proper lag. You'll know anyway because you'll be hitting your 9-iron 135 to 140 yards, which will probably be 20 yards more than you've been hitting the ball. You'll be hitting your drive 260 instead of the 240 or 230 you probably have been hitting it. Most people's drive is a fish story. What they say is 250 or 300, not 40 yards off it, and that's probably what they're really doing. There is no bigger fish story than what people say they're doing with the driver.